My name is Norman Scott. I taught in this district for 35 years. I retired 9 years ago. I'm with the grassroots education movement. We've recently done a movie called The Inconvenient Truth Behind Waiting for Superman, which exposes the myth of charter schools and what they're all about. We're not just going to talk about Harlem Success as just any charter school, but as the particular success method of invading public school space. Mr. Quayle talked about that at a certain point, they will stop growing at the 4th grade. That is totally untrue. At that point, they will come back and ask to grow to the 8th grade. And when that's done, they will come and ask to go to the 12th grade. It basically, they function as a cancer inside public school, and that everyone else will be squeezed out. No matter what they say. No matter what they say they're going to do. We know from experience at every other school that they've been in, that they will tell a lie, they will consume your space, they have political pull, they will get the electrician to come on a phone call, because a friend of mine was a custodian at one of the Harlem Success schools. The Board of Ed says, give them whatever they want. And when your public school needs something, you get it last. So what happens is, they will consume every space in this building, they will get priority. Oh, you mentioned the bathrooms? That they're too big? They will get their own bathrooms. The Board of Ed will come in, they will rip out the old bathrooms for their space, they will get beautiful new bathrooms, while the public school kids will get to use the older bathrooms. If you should have a child in your class that's here, and the Harlem Success bathroom is here, your child cannot use that bathroom. The public school child has to go to another floor to use the bathroom. It is separate and unequal. The Harlem Success is one of the reasons that the NAACP, which has defended people of color for 100 years, has sued to stop these co-locations. And that has become a tremendously controversial issue. What has happened is that the Harlem Success closed. They closed their schools down for hours, and so that the parents and children would go to protest against the NAACP, which is to me one of the most outrageous things, that they closed down the schools so the children and parents had no place to go, and then they talked about how they got 2,500 parents and children to go to protest against the NAACP. These are the tactics they use. They use the parents of their schools as political shock troops to undermine the public school system. And they have a goal of having 40 schools. If you think that this is the only time, the only school that Harlem Success will have a place in, you're absolutely wrong. This is the beachhead for District 14. And they will look for every other school. All of a sudden there'll be another school popping up here, and another school popping up here. And don't get me wrong, if the community education councils of District 13 and 14 have actually went and said, no more charters, especially Harlem Success in this district. And I would just say to the SUNY people, a shame on you. Shame, shame, shame on the people from SUNY who have allowed every single one of these schools to co-locate and destroy the public school system.
That's right.
And the people from SUNY are being run by charter school people, as is the state ed department. They are corrupt from A to Z, and so that little statement she reads over here is absolute baloney.
They're all a gang.
Nothing to believe in. That we have to lose faith in the very people that run our education system, who have made a decision to destroy the public schools and turn it over to charters. And by the way, you'll hear a charter school person get up and say, oh, we want people to have choice. Well, where is your choice? If the overwhelming majority of people in this community say they don't want Harlem Success, their choice doesn't count. So the SUNY people will say, oh, we believe in choice. It's theoretical choice. It's choice for a few. And by the way, when the Harlem Success people talked about their 1,400 wait list, which came from all over North Brooklyn, they put every single apartment had a glossy little poster. You know what what Success Academy spent on advertising? $1.3 million over 2 years. That's what they spent. Does your public school have money to spend on glossy posters to go and compete? That's not a fair deal. The public schools have had their legs tied but together, while Harlem Success gets private money to race ahead and try and recruit parents and then claim they have a wait list. You know what? It's like General Motors advertising for cars, you know, and the other company doesn't have any advertising. And you say, oh, it's phony demand. They're creating phony demand and making it look like everyone wants their schools. People don't want their schools. believe me. But if they go out and undermine, and they're all, the people who run these public schools purposely starve them of resources, and then make them so, they work so poorly that then, in partnership with the Harlem Success people, oh, now people want that school because they've made the public schools unworkable. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm a member of the Community Education Council for District 13.
Oh, Ms. Irby.
Yes. Definitely. I don't have to come up front. I'm always talking here. I thought it was very important that I do come out, and even state for the record that in District 13, we have made a collaborative effort to work with the 4 charter schools that we presently have in our district, and that it is our desire not to grow charter school choice. I'm working with a parent now at Community Partnership Charter School, where they're threatening to hold over a child and the parent has no course of really action or no process to have a conversation with her school. So when we have schools like this that are not really listening to the parent voice and are not really truly working collaboratively, until we fix those things for the parents in our districts, I don't think we should continue to grow charter schools. I'm a former charter school parent, and I really didn't have too many issues personally, but I encountered many issues with other parents who appealed to the board, who appealed to elected officials, and no one heard those parents. And that is my biggest concern. And we have decided, as Norm stated, that we're not interested in EVA's goal of 40 schools. We don't think anything new is automatically excellent seats. How can anything new be deemed as quality seats when it hasn't done anything yet? So that false, saying that we're creating these quality seats, work with the schools that we have in our district. We'll be partnering more with District 14. I know that for a fact next year with the new CECs. You're going to see a change in how we're going to hopefully do business with the Department of Education, that we hope that it will be more of a bottom-up decision, that you will respect the voice of the parents, and the co-locations are definitely not working well. We have Achievement First that has a wonderful building. I can't walk through their building and see if they are underutilized on Waverly Place. Why aren't the charters that have the building space in District 13? If Eva wants a charter school, she should talk to Achievement First about their building, maybe. And maybe they should collaborate more amongst the charter schools and create maybe these charter centers in the districts if they want to, serve the community. But everything in the charter schools seems to be very flat. The education is about mastering the SUNY exam. And that is not educating our children. There's nothing that is appealing to those schools to parents, and I think that we're offering a false hope and a false choice to our Black and Latino community. Thank you.